share this week my one little word album. We are basically halfway through the year when you think about next month is the kind of like the recap or like the halfway mark where you sort of, you know, figure out how you're doing, you know, you do some reflection. So there's not really, I feel like that's not really a prompt that you do anything with. You just fill out the review. And so I thought this would be a really great halfway point. If you're not familiar with One Little Word, it is a workshop that Ali Edwards does. She has been doing it for several years, and I've done it now for I think 7 or 8 years, and I have done it in a couple different ways. Last year I did it in a 10 by 10 album. This year I've come back to a 6 by 6 album. It is definitely more of a personal growth kind of workshop, and there's more like reflection, or it's more focused on, like, it's focused on me. This really doesn't have anything to do with my family, or it's really sort of like a year-long journaling kind of project. And each month you have different prompts that you follow. She offers a workshop every single year. The last couple years I have not done the workshop, and that is because the way she's doing it now is lots of different people teach it. So I think Ali does a couple prompts throughout the year, but it's mostly other people teaching it. And I did it the first year she changed it. It used to be that she just led it, and you would log into your account and you would see the prompt for the month, and it was Ali Edwards herself leading it. And now you log in and then there's other people leading it. And the first year that I did it, I just didn't agree with a lot of the other people who were putting it together. This one prompt was like, go into your living room and sit in a corner and, you know, cross your legs and put your fingers out and meditate and set your self timer and take a photo of yourself. And it was just like, that's not for me. Like, I'm not gonna, first of all, I don't have a corner in my, like, I don't live in a big house. Like, we live in a very small house. There's 5 of us. I don't have a corner in my house to set up some pillows and, you know, sit on the floor and cross my legs and take a selfie. Like, it just felt very like woo-woo and very out there and very, I don't know, the other people leading it felt like they were very, I don't know, just very out there, and it was not for me. And it really discouraged me the year that I was taking the actual workshop and that was happening. It was actually the only year that I didn't really finish the project. And so what I do now is I just go back. I have several years because I have access to past years. I just go back and I follow past years. So like this year, I'm following the 2016 workshop, and I'm just doing the prompts and going through it that way. And it's better for me. I don't have anything against the people that are participating or the way, like, it's the way Ali's doing it. It just, they're really out there. They're very, just not as down to earth as, and like, then there was one prompt that was like, write a postcard to yourself and go to the post office and mail it. And it just felt very weird to me and unsettling. And so I wasn't getting from it what I normally get from it, right? So as long as she's doing it that way and sort of having all these other voices that, you know, that just are harder to follow, I probably won't do the workshop yearly. It might be for somebody else. You could check it out. I think she does. She opens it up at the beginning of the year. I don't think it's open anymore to join. I think she only leaves it open for a few months. But as long as she's doing it that way, I probably won't follow along with the regular workshop, but I will go back and do it. So this is my album. I always cover my albums when I do 6 by 8 albums. This is something that I share in my membership group. I share each month, I share the setup of what I'm doing and what the prompt is. And then at the end of the month, I share a wrap-up video of how, you know, the month has gone and what I've done. So I covered the album. I used this ribbon, and then I have I have this little like charm on here. It says discover. And then I just have a little metal rimmed tag, and it says one little word. Sometimes I put, you know, my word on the front or something. This year I didn't. The paper that I'm using is from Joann's, and it is a like farmhouse style paper. So that's the other thing that I usually do is I pick one set of paper, like one pack of pattern paper, and I use that all year long. And then I just have a ton of different one little word products from Allie Edwards that I've gotten in the past. So then you open it up, and then I have, over on this side, I just have this word, and then the ribbon is on the inside. I have this hole punched in here. When you get albums from Allie Edwards, they have more rings, so you can do more kind of stuff like this, and it stays. This kind of flops around, but that's okay. It's just a plastic piece. I need to put my tabs in for all of the tabs that I have in here. I don't have the white piece in, and they're not stamped, but I just have a 3 by 8 page protector. I get these from Allie Edwards. And then on the back, I have some song lyrics. And then the first month for January, you just do a couple things. You do your word. My one little word this year is arise. And then you do a quote, you do note to self, you define the word, you do your reason why, just this, give thanks, keep going, let go, I can. I've typed all of this out and then added it to the cards. And then I have a photo here, and then I've added a few embellishments right here, just some circle embellishments, and I've layered them with a heart. And you can see I've used the chipboard hearts throughout. Again, I have a lot of Allie Edwards product that I've purchased, and so I'm able to use that. Then I have this, Make It Visible. This was a word, a chipboard piece that I had in my stash, again, from past one little words. And then another photo, the year ahead. So then you just fill this out, and this will sort of be what June is like, where you're just filling something out. And then what I did is I took my Moxie Life assessment and annual goals setup, and I added all of that to the beginning. So I have my intentions, and then if you're familiar with the planner world and the Moxie Life system, that's what I did, and I added that. I love that I was able to add this. I had intentions of adding it every quarter, but I think I'll do a mid-year one with the review, and then I don't think that I will do it every quarter. Well, I haven't done it each quarter. So then we start February. Again, I need my tab. Here's February, and then I have that. I have a photo here. And then for February, what I did, I actually didn't even follow the prompt for February in the 2016 workshop. It is a vision board, and the way I do vision boards are probably very different than how everybody else does them. But I just wasn't feeling like that was the thing I wanted to do. So I had this card, and so I did write this out as some journaling about what's currently happening. And then I had this piece here, and I had a stamp set that said saying yes and saying no, and so I stamped that, and then that's what I did, saying yes to and saying no to. So that was my prompt for February. And then on the back here, I did this. I had a yes card and a no card that I had in my stash from another kit, and that's what I used. In March, it was doing a habit. How many days, do you do this habit? I wrote out what I chose, and then I just did this, my divider, and then this sheet here already came like this, and then I added a few things. And then for April, it was kind of defining your word, and you will notice I created this digital card, and my fingers got ahead of my brain, and I added an extra letter in there, and I noticed it when I was putting my journaling on, but I didn't want to reprint everything, so I just left it there. When I filmed this for my membership community, somebody was like, Is that supposed to be your one little word at the top there? Yeah, I know I had a little typo. It's okay. I don't get worried about those kinds of things. And this is really something that nobody else is looking at. My family doesn't look at these. I don't display these. These albums stay in my office. They're really just for me. So I did a photo here, and then I added, this is more like a traditional style layout. I did the ampersand and then a word phrase. And then I did some journaling about what my word is meaning to me in April. And then I had a couple photos, and I put some clear word phrase stickers on them there. And then again, I did the journaling. So for May, it's sort of a little, not the same type of prompt, but sort of. So for May, what I'm doing is the prompt is to take photos, and to take, 6 to 8 photos that represent your word and what's happening in your life currently, and then to add them, and it'll be pretty much just like this, a page protector that looks like this, and it will be here, and I'll probably just do the photos and then I'm going to use these label stickers here, and I will put them on the photo, and then that will be May. And then again in June, I will do the reflection page for where we're at. I'll probably do another Moxie Life assessment, like the life compass and the assessment, and I will add that to June, and then we'll go into July, and I already have the dividers and my months in here, and then the December is always a reflection as well, and then I have a few extra page protectors in here, and then the back of the album looks the same with just that paper. So that is my one little word for this year. I'm really loving the way it's coming out. I love the way the album, how I covered the album and using the ribbon. This is something that does not take me very long at all every month. Usually towards the end of the month, I will sign in and watch the lesson for whichever one that I'm doing, and then I set the album up, and then throughout the month, I feel better when I am focusing on it throughout the month, because the whole point of having a one little word is that it's helping you throughout the year. It is a focus. It's a way to focus on something. My word has always been very, very meaningful and very fitting for whatever it is that I'm going through in life. And so that's always really a nice added benefit, is when I'm feeling very connected to my word, and then I feel more connected when I'm doing it throughout the month. So whatever the prompt is, I'm actually, thinking about these things, thinking about what I'm saying yes to, thinking about what I'm saying no to, or thinking about how the word is showing up or what it means to me, and then putting the prompt together. So that is my one little word album. If you have any questions, you can always leave them in the YouTube description below in the comments. I try to get back to everybody. And then if you're interested in seeing me work through more of this, I would just invite you to join my membership. There are several different levels you can join right here on YouTube for $4.99. And then you get access to all of the videos that I post and the one little word videos that I post. And then I share them in the Facebook group. And then on the membership website, I share more detailed photos, and I go into a little bit more detail. So again, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will be back with my next video. I am hoping to get caught up on my Project Life album. So I am a little bit behind, and I got photos printed. I have a whole bunch of photos sitting here on my desk, and I am getting ready to get these into my album and get caught up with that, and I will of course be filming that. So thank you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video.